Construction work falls in June. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this preliminary data from the Australian Bureau of Statistics regarding June construction work or construction work done. Now if we jump over to trading economics, we can see here the Australian construction output. And let's just go through this. So total construction work done in Australia declined 0.7% quarter on quarter in the 3 months to June 2020, following an upwardly revised 0.7% rise in the previous period and compared with market consensus of 5.8% decrease. So is that... Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the real thing. The difference between what the market expected and what actually was recorded. Now, this is preliminary data, so it could change. It could change. Activities dropped for most categories. Residential down 5.5. Building down 3.9. Non-residential down 1.5. Meantime, engineering work done rose 3.8. Throughout the year to the second quarter, construction output fell by 2.2%. We can see here. Let's have a look at, we'll go to the max data. I mean, there you go. Look at that fall. Look at that plunge right there. Shooting right up, plunging right down. And here's the difference. Trading economics forecast a negative 5.5. The consensus was 5.8. Reality was negative 0.7. So they beat the projections. But if we go back, so quarter three, the last, or the 3 quarters ago, the TE forecast was negative 1.9. The consensus was negative 1. The actual was negative 0.4. Then it was negative 0.6 for TE. The consensus negative 1, and it was actually negative 3. So they did worse, or better than expected, then much worse than expected. Then it was negative 2, negative 1.5, and negative 1. They did better. So they're doing better. So now next quarter, trading economics are forecasting growth in construction of 0.2. 0.2. But you've got to remember, if we look here, can you give me a chart? We're heading down. So we have to climb back. Oh, no, this is the delta change. This isn't the total work. So we can't really look at that chart. So let's jump here. Let's have a look here. So these are the key figures. And I mean, all of this is not available yet. But the seasonally adjusted estimates. So building, value of work done in the June quarter was 28,416 million. And from March to June, that was a negative 3.9%. From June to June, so June last year to June this year, was negative 5.3 in building. Residential was 16,642 million, was down 5.5% on the quarter. But here's the big one, and I'll do that in a different color. But it was negative 12.1% over a year, a 12.1% hit to construction. And we'll bring up here building approvals. You can see they're trending down as well. That's a foreshadow for the economy. So it's a bit all over the place with construction, with who I'm talking to. But then again, I tend to focus mainly in, I talk to people in larger construction practices or, people who are dealing with government contracts. The non-residential sector, which is the next one. Let me know if you're working in the residential gig. How is it going? I know we've got some viewers, one gentleman, he has a surveying business down in Adelaide, flat out. But then he's saying, it's about what's coming up in the next 3 months, the next quarter. That's what you're worrying about when you're in business. Great, you're busy now. It's all, you're juggling those plates. Then you have to run out and keep bringing more work in. And that was one of the challenging things in having staff and having a team. I really had to spend a lot of time getting out there to bring work in, to really bring work in. That's why I'm a lot more relaxed now. just scaled back, to be honest. Scale back, because it costs money and time doing that. Going out, schmoozing, networking, meeting people, it takes a lot of time, and it's tiring. It really is. Particularly if you have to drink. The network drinking, and you want to stay healthy, you want to stay fit, you kind of get over it. So non-residential was 11,773 million. March to June was down 1.5, but it was up. It was up at 6.2% on the year. So engineering was at 21,000 million, was up 3.8%. March to June, up 2.2%. June to June. Now, for the total construction, 50,000 million roughly, with some change. Monthly change was down 0.7, but it was up, down 2.2 over the year. So value of construction work done, chain volume measured, and you can see here, this is engineering construction. Slightly going up, but total building going down. Residential building, plunging down. Non-residential building slightly going up, but look at that. Look at the residential building that we're seeing here. The value to there from there. Around 2018. Look how it aligns with this, roughly. It was these building approvals or purchases. They were just tailing off. That was 2017. So right about this period here, this is a lot of foreign investment into our housing sector, into our property sector. I can't be the only one that worked on projects where it was completely dependent on foreign money coming in if the job would go ahead. You know, I think that's a common tale. So let's have a look at the key points. Total construction. The seasonally adjusted estimate for total construction work done fell 0.7% to 50,128 million in June quarter. Building work done. The seasonally adjusted estimate of total building work done fell 3.9% to 28,416 million in the June quarter. Engineering work. The seasonally adjusted estimate for engineering work done rose 3.8%, 21,712 million in the June quarter. So there we have it, everyone. And if you want to read all their, their little technical data, I'm sure you can. So, what do you think? Are you noticing this in the construction game? How's the, general building, residential and non-residential? If you're in the fit-out sector, in the retail fit-out sector, if any of your viewers are in that, let us know in the comments how that's going. I've tended to, well, I'm not chasing that work anymore. We've done enough of it. I've learned it's hard to make a profit in that game, particularly for the amount of pain you have to deal with. Doing all-nighters for, pain in the ass clients, you kind of get a bit over that after a while, The honor of making a loss for good brands to potentially lead to other work, yeah. Once you start setting reasonable prices, it just doesn't matter anymore. But residential, 12% over a year. That's big. That's a big hit. Everyone? That's a big hit. It'll be interesting to see if home builder kicks in, but you've got the trading while insolvent issues. And early this morning, we looked at 35% of small businesses are going to have trouble paying their bills, trouble meeting their expenses. How many businesses are trading insolvent in construction that, are halfway through a job? Or using that the big trick is, the big concern is that you'll pay a progress claim and that money will be taken and paid to people working on another job. That's the worry. That's what's got me quite concerned and scared with regards to the construction industry. Then you've got engineering, so that's pulling us up. Non-residential, that's lifting us at 6.2. I should erase this so you can actually see it. So they're the two winners right now. But there was, $500 million in CapEx being removed from Sydney Airport Corporation out of Sydney. That's a big chunk of change. So it's going to be felt by a lot of the market, and our unemployment rate is going to take a hit. Consumer confidence has come out today. I need to update that and have a look at that. You've got business conditions and confidence are not looking too good either. So we'll have to see, everyone. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're in the construction game, what are you feeling? What's it like out there? Let us know. Is the pipeline of work coming up looking good? Or is it looking a bit patchy? What are you doing to, reduce your costs? I finally reduced another one of my costs. I got rid of my accounting software. I've simplified my process so much now that I don't really need it anymore. I can build my own in Access. But hey, $50 a month, that's $50 that I can put off my mortgage every month more. Or that's 50 coffees from 7-Eleven. Do the challenge. Look at your business and look at what tiny savings you can do. And they add up. They add up. Then when you look at the cost for running a job, that's, hey, every penny is worth it. Be penny wise, guys. It all adds up in the end. So let us know. Let us know what the pipeline is like in the future, because building approvals, well, then they're they're not screaming good times ahead. We'll have to see. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create, there are a few ways you can. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy a merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next episode.